Alright folks, just another quick video. This one's going to be a follow-up for the Antifa attack on Andy No, who admittedly, I didn't know a whole lot about him. I've heard his name before from the conservative websites and airwaves and whatnot. But I didn't know a whole lot about him until he was in the media and viciously attacked by Antifa, who needs to be, like I said, President Trump needs to step up and designate these motherfuckers as a domestic terrorist group immediately. And to be arrested on sight and sent to frickin' Jitmo with the other terrorist scumbag dirtbags. What they did to this guy, now I'm watching it right now. They're beating him and throwing shit at him and they punched the shit out of him. The guy's like 5'5" and 165 pounds. He's a soft-spoken, laid-back guy. Wouldn't hurt a fly, man. He's not a member of the Proud Boys. He's not a member of Joey Gibson's group, Patriot Prayer. And he's an independent journalist who represents himself. All he was doing was videotaping, and he gets attacked for that by, ironically, an all-white group hiding in masks. Hiding in masks. You don't see a mask in my face, do you? You little fucking bastards. Well, they're afraid of being identified, being fired from the, donut shop or the vape shop or whatever else. That they're afraid of getting fired from that piece of shit little job. This guy did not deserve this shit. He's got a permanent brain bleed now. You know how dangerous that is? That means from now on, for the rest of his life, if he gets, hit in the head, even in the slightest, he could possibly die on the spot. That's what a brain bleed will do. And after reading all about what Andy's story is, what really disgusts me the most, it pisses me right off, that he lived through the Vietnam War. That's his home country. He lived through that as a kid. He saw the horrors of actual communism, what the Antifa people want to impose on America, their communism and socialism, and basically fascism, was what I was going to say a second ago. He lived through it. He saw that when he was a child. Now, just for him to eventually become a naturalized U.S. citizen, years later, I don't know when he did, but just to have that happen now, and to have this happen to him in America, it's disgusting. You little bastards. You little bastards. Hey, you're only tough and you're badass when there's 300 of you versus one 5'5" small friggin' guy. He even said on Tucker Carlson tonight that he's never even been in a fight in his life. I'm not saying he's a coward, but it means he's a peaceful guy. Me, I've been in many brawls in my life. I haven't won them all. In fact, I've gotten my ass whipped more than I've won. But I fought guys even way bigger than me, because I'm not scared of anyone, and I'll never, ever back down. Point is, the more times you get your ass whipped, it makes you tougher. I've had pool sticks busted over my skull. I look back and punch it right in the face. You grow up angry, and you grow up with a lot of frustration, and you spend your childhood punching out walls, punching doors, smashing up drywall. Your hands get calloused after a while. After so many years of doing that, your knuckles get hardened. Not that I've really broke any knuckles, but they get calloused. They're bleeding and hurting and sore. But eventually that soreness, it doesn't face you anymore. The point is, man, some people are geared for it, some people are not. But Andy's, in the end, I'm just going to end the video. It's only going to be a short one. There's no telling if Andy will ever see this video. If somebody knows him and is Facebook friends with him or whatever, share this video to him. That, brother, my heart goes out to you. As a total stranger that we've never met, my heart goes out to you, and I support you. And you got more support than you might imagine from total strangers that you may have not even thought would support you. I'm a fellow conservative. I didn't mean to say it like that. I just meant that as we're strangers. He doesn't know who the hell I am, but I support him anyway. And I support him even now more because this happened to him. You gutless, cowardly, hiding your faces with masks. How do your parents friggin' live with themselves? If I had a kid that was doing that stupid shit, I swear to God right now, I don't have any children myself to speak of, that I know of. But if I did, and I found out that he was one of those Antifa motherfuckers, he's wearing a mask, attacking, doing that shit, I would say, all right, you got two choices right now. You're gonna get rid of this Antifa shit and disavow them and never associate with them again, or your mother and I are gonna disown your ass and you're out of the fucking house. You never come back here again. Never, ever again. We're disowning you. So you make your choices carefully. You got till midnight tonight to make that decision. That's what I would tell my kid. If I found out if I had a kid who was doing that shit, you got till midnight to make your decision. You're going to be disowned forever, and you never come back. Or you get rid of that shit, and of course, if I had a kid, he would be raised properly. He wouldn't be doing that shit. He wouldn't be like a little Louis Marquez freaking mentor or mentoree or whatever. Louis Marquez is one of the little leaders over there who thinks he's a tough guy, even though he's only like 5'2" and 155 pounds, if that. And he's only tough when there's like 600 Antifa and maybe 3 or 4 like Proud Boys or whatever else. Then they're badass. Especially when the cops in Portland are on their side and they don't do shit. It's just disgusting. And the shit needs to stop, man. Y'all got no right attacking fucking anybody violently just because you disagree. Just because we disagree doesn't make it hateful, doesn't make it racist, doesn't mean that someone's a Nazi. Y'all the ones acting like fascists is what you're doing. Alright, I'm not going to say much more. Other than, God bless y'all, and I love y'all, and have a good night.